Hey guys, how's it going? It's October 26th, which makes it day 10, I believe. So not a whole lot going on today. Monday and Tuesday, normally pretty unproductive days. So Wednesday, I'm ready to uh, chunk out some code. I did get started on the rewrite of the zombie game I had been working on. Um, and then had to stop partway through that because I had to go. But I'm starting to develop a few different ideas. Possibly evolving some of the stuff I've learned in all my math courses, like, oh, let me get that light out of there. Maybe some calculus and some of the statistics stuff that I've been learning, and make an app revolving around those. So I don't really know where I'm going to take that, but I'm going to do a little bit of research on that. And then, yeah, so the zombie game coming along, I guess. I need to finish that rewrite, and then I've been working on some website stuff, which is separate, but for the robotics team. Anyways, yeah, so I know one day I mentioned I wanted to talk about kind of me and my understanding with the Coco Studio framework, for example, and me having to validate in my head. I want to have a complete knowledge of something before I create a product with it and call the product my own, because I feel like I'm too dependent on the framework sometimes. And I know that that's not always necessarily the truth, because I think you can have a working knowledge of the framework and you can be learning it while developing a product. And I think that's the best way to learn, is to kind of learn by example and experience. But I also don't want to be doing stuff that I don't know how it's working. What I mean by that is I don't want to be like if you know what a script kiddie is, or like a copy and paste coder, is that I want to have this deep understanding and this learning experience, because I'm probably not going to charge any money for my app. I'm going to put it up there for free and just see where it goes. But I want this whole thing to be more of a learning experience than a financial gain, because I mean, there's nothing I need to buy, really, to be honest. I mean, I know that money is what drives a lot of our actions in this society, but I think I've made the decision that once I'm done, I'm going to put it up there for free. And I also think that free games get more coverage, because obviously if you go to the App Store, you'll see all these really, really very well designed and very well implemented games in the paid list, and they'll probably be 99 cents or $1, or $1.99 or $2.99. But the free list is always normally kind of lame stuff. So I think that if I put it out for free, it'll have a higher chance of getting to the top of that free list. And I'm not saying it will. I'm not saying it's going to be this amazing, like, revolutionary hit game. I'm just saying it'd give me a better chance to get to the top of that list. And I think if it did, that would give me, I don't know how to say it, but like, it would give me exposure, basically, I think is a good word. And not that I'm the type of person who wants to be this famous internet deal. I just think that if I ever did want to come out with a paid game, I would already have these people who know, either know my name, or maybe if I had like a mailing list or a Twitter feed that was associated with my brand of iOS applications, that if I ever wanted to put a paid one out, they'd be more inclined to buy that, because they had already seen my work in the free one and they already had thought it was fun or whatever, and then they would want to buy that one, basically. So, and also being 17, I don't have any dire financial need to continue living as I'm living, and hopefully that won't be for the next few years, depending on how things go. But I don't really know how I got to that tangent off of the whole framework thing. Oh, because I wanted it to be a learning experience. Yeah, so I read this book called Do Hard Things by these two kids. Well, they weren't kids. They were, I think, like 19 or something when they wrote the book. I don't remember if they were brothers or twins. But long story short, is it just goes, it's talking about doing things for the purpose of doing them because they'll improve you as a person. Yeah, so this might be obvious, but those things are normally harder. So it's generally, if you're doing something that's hard and you're not going to be receiving something immediate, then it's better in the sense of how that book lays it out. And I kind of agree with that. That if I'm doing things that are going to be educational, things that are going to be educational to me as a programmer and as a I guess an artist, with some of these little animations and sprites that I have to come up with, and just maybe even the marketing sides of things, if I need to market it to get more people to notice the game once it's in the App Store. I don't know, but there's a multitude of things that I can be learning just through this process. So I don't think I need to make it a paid application, because I've basically what I'm saying is that if I put all these hours of work into it, I don't need to offset all that time spent with money at the end of the road. You know what I mean? So that's basically all I had to say. Other than that, I have hopefully going to finish up some essays tonight. Anyways, that's about it. My little question dealio for the day down there is going to be, here's my question. If you are a writer, as in you write things, essays or books or literature, or I guess anything you write, what do you write and why do you do it? So it might be, I'm a student, so I write essays, or I'm this aspiring author, so I write books, or I'm a programmer, so I write code. I don't know. Who are you as a writer, and what do you write? Because I'm writing an essay on that in school, so I just thought it'd be interesting to see some of you guys' input. So that's about it. I'll talk to y'all later. 2 thumbs up.